Hello everyone, my name is Ezra, and in this video we are going to go over the easiest possible way to set up a Lightning Network node on a Windows computer in the month of November 2018. Because I'm sure in 6 months we're going to be like, oh my god, we set up Lightning nodes through PowerShell. This video is based off of a Medium article by Pierre. It is very well done, easily the easiest way to do it on Windows. So check the video description because I've left extra resources, bugs that we ran into. Leave a comment if you think that this video helped you. Leave a like if it helped you. Go check out the Medium article and give it a clap, Yeah, check the video description. There's timestamps for everything that I talk about. If you want to skip something that I talk about and move on to the next thing, it's right there in the timestamp. I have errors that I ran into the video description. Yeah, check the video description. It's got like everything. So let's just start learning. So first of all, you're going to want to download the Bitcoin Core wallet, which is in this link right here. Now, once you click this link, you're going to see this exact screen. You just press download Bitcoin Core. It's like any other installation, really. Once you have it downloaded, press run, install it, and then at the very end, once it's done installing, make sure that you uncheck the run Bitcoin Core wallet because you don't want to run it automatically. You want to be able to run it by yourself. So I actually have mine running, so let's get rid of that. So once you have that installed and you've unchecked run Bitcoin Core wallet, you're going to scroll down. So you want to scroll down to where you see this right here. And I'm going to copy it up until this last part. These last two right here, I'm going to leave out completely because for me personally, they give me some problems. The very last thing I'm going to copy is this RPC allow IP. And we're going to copy that entire thing. On the bottom left, we're going to type in run. And we're going to click pin to taskbar. And then we're also going to type PowerShell. We want to see this Windows PowerShell, and then we're going to also pin that to the taskbar. So now we have the run and the PowerShell. Go ahead and press the run. And what you want to do is paste it, and then you want to come up with a username and password. This is for your Bitcoin Core full node. So mine that I've been using is Big Noodles, and my username is SipDosLearncy, which is my Twitter handle. Shout out. Anyways, so we're gonna press the OK button, and for me, I got this error, and I freaked out. I was like, dude, I can't even get the Windows thing to work. Like the first thing I try, it just gives me an error. But do not fear, I found an easy workaround for this. So you want to click Browse, and then find where your Bitcoin Core wallet was downloaded. For most people, it's going to be your local disk, program files, Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin-QT. You want to double click this right here. And now what you want to do is, remember, for me, I'm going to grab everything to the left of RPC allow IP, and then right before the quotes, we're going to grab the TX index equals 1, and then everything in between that and RPC allow IP. That probably sounds like gibberish. Oh, I see that I didn't get the 1. So yeah, I want to copy that, and then in the run, I want to space and then paste. And then don't forget, we also want to type in our username. Okay, so now that's going to launch our Bitcoin Core full node. If you just downloaded it, and this is your first time running it, you're going to start to download the Bitcoin blockchain, which is 210 gigs right now. So that's a lot. If you have an 8 megabit per second download speed, it's going to take about 3 days. So this is what the screen looks like while you're downloading the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's actually recommended to put it on a solid state drive rather than a hard drive, because a hard drive has physical parts that are moving inside of the hard drive. There's a spinning disk and then an arm that actually laser reads the disk that's spinning. Now you can see in the green part of the task manager, the disk is being used a lot, and that's the story of any Bitcoin node. Your disk is going to be utilized a lot because it's constantly reading and writing to your blockchain file. So that's why it's recommended to use a solid state, because there's no moving parts. It's going to be faster for one, and then two, it's going to increase the longevity of the lifetime of your hard drive. So when you're finally done downloading the Bitcoin blockchain, this is the screen that it's going to look like, and that means that you're ready to send transactions and move on to the next part, which is setting up the Lightning node daemon. But first, I want to show you guys two real quick settings to put in your Bitcoin Core wallet that might help you out in the future. So what you want to do is go to Settings, Options, and then go over to Open Configuration File. this window pops up saying basically anything you type in the command line will override anything that you input on the graphical user interface. So I just press OK, and then you're going to want to open it with Notepad. You might have to click more apps and then find Notepad here. I have links in the description showing exactly what these do, so check those out if you want to get a technical level. But basically this helps for syncing the blockchain, so if you have a slow internet connection, you might want to input this into your config file. And then if your disk is at 100% utility after you sync it up, so if it's just sitting there and it looks like, and your screen looks like this, then you might want to add this. It worked for me a couple times. It hasn't worked every time to make disk utility go down, because as you can see, it's at 100% right now. It has helped sometimes, but I can't guarantee that it does all the time. So we're going to press Control S to save or do file save, and then exit that and press OK. Okay, so now to install the Lightning daemon. So what you want to do is click this link right here. It's going to download 2 executable files on your computer. It's going to be in a zipped folder, and that's my last name. We're going to download it into a zipped folder. I just clicked Save As. It's going to pull up, and I'm going to save it to local disk, users, Ezra, or whatever your user is that you're using right now, and then I'm just going to click save. So now that it's downloaded, we're going to open the folder, and I'm going to right click, click extract all, extract. It's just been extracted, and here's the folder right there. So we're going to delete the compressed files. We're going to click, these are the 2 exe files. So this is Lightning Network Command Line Interface. That's what this one stands for. And this is Lightning Network daemon. They both have their own functions. I couldn't exactly explain what they each do. However, we're going to drag both of them over straight to our user directory. We do not need this folder anymore, so we're going to delete that because there was nothing in it. Now it's time for the fun stuff, alright? We're going to scroll all the way down to point number 3 where it says mainnet LND. And what we're going to do is highlight this entire thing, copy it. I just press Control C. Then we're going to open our Windows PowerShell command line. Alright, so we want to just right click, and that's going to paste what we just copied. Now you're going to want to remember your username and password that you used in your run file right here that actually opened up your Bitcoin Core full node. And as you can see, I have my username and password still here. So we're just going to type in Big Noodles and Zipto Slurrency. Gotta give that a shout out, you know. And then we're gonna go all the way back to the end, and we're gonna add one more command here. So it's gonna be --rcp listen equals localhost semicolon 10011. So these 5 numbers right here are a port. This is directing traffic to your computer through the internet, so you need an open port of some sort. This is what worked for me. It'll most likely work for you. If it doesn't, try and select a different port. So I believe we're good to go, so I'm going to press enter. So if you hit enter and you see waiting for wallet encryption password, that means that you're ready to move on to the next step. But if you see some sort of error, check my video description to see if your error matches up with what I've experienced, and I have some things that will help you out down there. If you don't see any errors, perfect, let's move on. So we need to type in PowerShell in the bottom left to open up another instance of PowerShell, and we're going to access our command line interface. So what we need to type is period \, it's not this slash, remember, \lncli space, and then this next thing that we're going to do is called a flag. We're calling a certain flag within the lncli program. So we need to do a single dash RPC server. So you see here we typed in RPC listen, but this time we're doing RPC server equals localhost semicolon 10011. So remember, same port number that you did over here, just as long as it's an open port of some kind. Should have said open port of some sort. Missed opportunity there. But yeah, as long as these port numbers match up, you should be good to go. So after that, we're going to do space create in order to create a new wallet. Now we're going to input our wallet password. So you're creating a new password here. Make sure it's secure. Make sure you remember it. Don't copy and paste it onto your computer. Write it down on a piece of paper, like maybe a sticky note. Put that in a plastic bag in a safe somewhere safe. So I'm just going to type a simple password for the sake of this tutorial. Confirm wallet password. Do you have an existing cipher seed mnemonic you want to use? We do not. So we're just going to press N. And then your cipher seed can optionally be encrypted. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this means if you want to back up your wallet on a new computer, you enter your 24-word seed and then you enter your mnemonic phrase. Or maybe you enter your encrypted password right here and then you get your backup phrase. So I'm just going to press enter to proceed without the cipher passphrase. And this is what your 24-word phrase looks like. Don't show this to anyone. Write it down on a piece of paper. Keep it safe in a dry location that nobody's going to find it, because if they have access to these 24 words, they have access to all of the money that's in your Lightning node. So be sure to keep it in a safe spot. Okay, so now once you have created your wallet, close your wallet and then type in the bottom left PowerShell to create another instance. And we're going to type /lncli space. Now we're going to call another flag -rpc server equals localhost semicolon 10011 or whatever port number you used, of course, and then type unlock. So now you're going to input your wallet password that you just created, and this is your final step. Hopefully when you press enter, your Lightning node is going to begin to sync. So if you're religious, pray to God that it works. If it doesn't work, again, check the video description. I might have ran into the same issue that you did, and I may have a solution for you. So when you press enter, this is what your left screen is going to look like if it works. So you're going to want to press public and private networks. If you're on a public computer, you probably shouldn't be running a Lightning node on a public computer. But yeah, your Lightning node is going to start syncing up, and then you'll be able to use your Lightning node command line interface to start opening channels. So congratulations, you have done probably the easiest method to set up a Lightning node to date. When you're ready to start using your Lightning node to send payments, check out this documentation that's in the video description. This has just about everything you need to know to start sending payments, opening channels, adding invoices, all that stuff. Okay, so now we are on the bug fixing portion. So there's only a handful of bugs that I ran into. They were each equally frustrating. Hopefully I can fix them for you. So the first bug that I ran into was this listen TCP 9735 bind. Only one usage of each socket address. So I believe the error is your information is being routed from the 127.0.0.1 port number 9735. And there's another thing that's trying to get in there while the information from the Lightning blockchain is being synced. So I believe the solution to this that Pierre showed me was copy and pasting this RPC allow IP when you do the run to start up your initial Bitcoin node. So it's this piece right here, of course, copy and pasted into your run section. So yes, if you run into this error, only one usage of each socket address, and there's a couple different kinds. So this one specifically, listen TCP port number 9735, that is one certain type of error that is related to the only one usage of each socket address. So again, what you most likely have to do is paste RPC allow IP into your run file and then press OK and launch that. And then do everything the same that I showed in the tutorial. Now a second type of error that we might get after logging into our wallet and trying to sync the LND blockchain is unable to connect to Bitcoin D status code 401. So this is actually pretty simple. For me, it was, I had copied these two, and I guess my run file actually didn't need this. So as I mentioned earlier in the tutorial, for me what worked was downloading everything from RCP allow IP to the left, so literally leaving out these two. So once again, if you run into the issue of unable to connect to Bitcoin D status code 401 response, what you want to do is leave out these last two right here and only use this in order to run your Bitcoin full node. So this is your lncli screen when you're actually creating a new wallet. And the issue that I had was authentication handshake failed X509. This is what I used and Pierre used to debug this. So the solution to this error is when you're running this line of code right here, in between your lncli and the word create, you need to input your -rpc server equals localhost : your port number. And then this picture is for unlocking, but if you're creating your wallet, of course, you want to put in create instead of unlock. So then you create your wallet password just as shown in the tutorial, write up your backup seed, and then you close this window, and then you type in PowerShell to launch a new instance, just like that. And then you would type period /lncli, call the flag of -rpc server equals localhost : 10011 or your port number, and then create. And then you follow the prompts of creating a wallet and you should be all good. Now the last bug solution I have for you is when you're trying to initially set up your lnd.exe. This is where you copy and paste this information. If you just copy and paste this information, it's going to lead you to this error here. At least it does for me. So the specific error is listen TCP 127.0.1 port number 10009. And it's because multiple things are trying to enter this port number and only one direction of traffic is allowed. So this is actually a very easy solution. So what you need to do is copy and paste what you got from the Medium article right here. So Control-C for copy. We're going to right click to paste it. And then all you have to do is --rpc listen equals localhost : 10011 or your port number. You can use 10010, but I've stuck to 10011. And if you change your port number, what you need to do when you log into your wallet, sorry, we're getting advanced. So once you do --rpc listen equals localhost, you also are going to log in with your username and password that you set in for your run. So my password here is Big Noodles, and my username is Sipto Slurrency, and that is indicated by creating these in your run folder that actually launches your Bitcoin Core full node as seen right here. So once your Bitcoin Core wallet is loaded and you've entered both your username, your password, and this RPC listen flag, you're going to press enter over here, and then it's going to prompt you to unlock your wallet. So with our second window that we used, we're going to do period /lncli -rpc server equals localhost : 10011. Remember the same port number that we used over here. And then if we want to create our wallet, we're going to do create, or if you want to unlock your wallet, you type unlock. There's another thing you can do, which is change password, and you input your current password, and then you input your new wallet password, and then you confirm your new wallet password to confirm that you want to change it. So yeah, that is all of the information that I have for you at this point. Thank you, Pierre, for running me through how to do this. You've been a huge help, and I hope that this video helps people understand a little bit better and maybe understand some bugs that they might have and solutions to those. If you thought this video was helpful, please leave a like or write a comment on what you're stuck on, or if you thought it was helpful. All that good stuff. I'll be replying in the comments, so I will see you guys there.